Welcome to another video. In this video, I am going to talk about several ways your mind can act and how you can control your mind. Have you taken a few minutes every now and then to observe your thoughts and mind? They can affect you in several ways. There are a few things you need to know about your thoughts. Scientists have found that you can observe only the prominent thoughts in your mind. Many others hover in the background at any given moment. You are influenced not only by your prominent thoughts but also your background thoughts. Usually, these thoughts are associated with an emotion or a feeling. The stronger the emotion, the more prominent the thought becomes. Also, the stronger the emotion, the stronger your reaction will be to that thought. Another interesting fact is that man is a social animal. So most of our thoughts involve someone else. Most of the time, your thoughts compete with each other to come to the forefront of your consciousness. So let's see how that happens. During evolution, those who could react faster were able to survive better. As we humans learned to understand signs of danger and react faster, we evolved into what we are now. The consequence is that humans observe their past experiences and sometimes those of others. They store these observations in their memory for later use as thoughts. Initially, it was a necessary skill for survival. Now, it happens in every aspect of our living experience. Your mind constantly wanders to your past experiences, to visualizing your future, to your dreams and your targets. These mind wanderings, emotions and feelings generated within yourself as a result start what we call the chattering of the mind. This internal chatter is the result of the conflict between emotional and rational conscious thoughts. When our mind is working continuously, it delivers one thought after another in a manner of a chain. These thoughts make you relive some of the experiences and emotions that are best left forgotten. Due to this, mind chatter can adjust your mood according to the thoughts that come up at that moment. Some of you may have noticed that when the focus goes out of the work at hand, your mind starts chattering. Remember that what is true for today may not be true for the future. Your memories may also deceive you. Your mental images of a certain event may not be what really happened. But for the chatter in your mind, both situations could be real because your subconscious mind does not understand the difference between the past, present and future. Your thoughts could also create all sorts of imaginary experiences for the future. This imaginary reality could be attached to feelings and emotions of both extremes, one end being happiness and motivation and the other end being panic, sadness and worry. All of these aspects are important in understanding how the mind works. Scientists have found out that every time you are experiencing a past, imaginary or present experience, your hormones react in the same way. If your thoughts are predominantly occupied with unpleasantness about the past or anticipatory anxiety about the future, your body might increase the excretion of stress hormones, mainly cortisol, and some others including adrenaline. The role of these stress hormones, however, is to prepare you to react quickly in the face of any danger. In medicine, this is called the fight or flight response. If your thoughts are often attached to feelings and emotions like hurt, anger, worry, or anxiety, this will lead to excessive excretion of cortisol for longer durations. This can cause a chronic stress response. With chronic stress response, people can develop weak immunity, lethargy, lack of motivation, agitation, chronic aches and pains, and reduced mental clarity. Also, with persistent cortisol excretion for a longer duration, a loop effect can develop. That is, when cortisol levels in blood increase, more and more cells take cortisol in. This increases the production of cortisol and increases cortisol levels in blood even further. As a result, people develop cortisol resistance, leading to more agitation and anxiety. Therefore, we create a different kind of a reality for ourselves when we are being controlled by our thoughts. Your today is spent living with emotions and feelings which are only a part of a reality created by your thoughts. What you have to do is to be in control of your now, handling your various responsibilities related to your work, home, and your personal life contentedly and living your life fully every day. To do that, you have to be in control of your own mind. That is a major requirement for your life. David Hume, a Scottish philosopher, stated that nothing can oppose a major thought or a feeling but a contrary thought. We have to recognize whenever an intrusive or troublesome thought comes upon us. To do that, we must learn the skill of observing our thoughts. People who meditate learn this skill easily. But even if you don't want to, or when you are not meditating, you can develop this skill. First, develop an insight about the need to control your troublesome thoughts. Then, practice to keep your mind on the task at hand. When you are resting, learn to observe thoughts that are intrusive. The moment you feel that you are getting carried away by your thoughts, observe them consciously with awareness. This helps to recognize the negative emotions which are attached to some of your thoughts. These negative emotions can have a harmful effect on your mind and body. When you get the skill to recognize these thoughts, accept them. Don't forcefully push your thoughts away. Accepting, observing, and analyzing your thoughts for what they are is how you take the power of these thoughts away. The next step is identifying your mind chatter as a separate entity and as not a part of the self. Stop identifying with your troublesome thoughts. Detach from them and then let them go. It's important to not be attached to chattering thoughts. Try to accept that they are not serving any purpose or giving you anything productive, and let them go. When this happens repeatedly without gratification, these unnecessary thoughts, emotions, and mind chatter fade away. In this process, it's important to keep the reason, that is the analytical part of your brain, active. Researchers have found out that when you pay attention to your thoughts analytically, the part of your brain which is responsible for reason becomes active. It is called the prefrontal cortex. It is involved in logical thought and self-control. When you pay attention to your thoughts and feelings and observe them, blood circulation to the prefrontal cortex increases according to researchers. This also happens when you practice mindful meditation. And also, emotions and feelings and the reaction of hormones and nerves of your body to those emotions and feelings is influenced by an area of the brain called the limbic system. It is important to make the parts of your brain related to rational thoughts more prominent, not the ones attached to emotional part prominent. Having a small idea about the science would help you in understanding what's happening in your mind and gain better self-control. If you like this video, please subscribe, share, like and comment. In your daily life, keep your attention and focus on the work at hand. Whenever an unnecessary thought keeps popping up, separate it without identifying with it. Don't push these thoughts forcefully away. Psychiatrists are of the opinion that calm emotions have more strength and help you control your mind better. In our life, we cannot control others, their actions or reaction to us, or the circumstances that we are in. But we can control our thoughts. That would give us the necessary control of our lives. Remember, you are giving power to your thoughts by entertaining them. Thank you for watching.